Okay, just finished driving, got back here to the main city, went down to toward the pink house down there, and actually dropped off a deposit to get a new metal building and a lean-to started, made out of red iron. So I went down there to just drop off the deposit, came straight back, and as far as strange happenings, radio stuff again, odd little radio stuff. And that'll be the next clip that you see coming up here, because I had to pull off on the side of the road twice and just go, wow, okay, what's happening? You know, sometimes it feels like things are moving so fast. I'm in a jet car, you know, with your gums flapping in the background and they're slapping me on the face. Sometimes it feels like things are moving so fast, just like that, being in a jet car. And, you know, your gums are like way back here. So sometimes it feels like that. But anyway, here's the clips. Okay, currently sitting in the parking lot of Dollar General in Alla, Louisiana. That little town I talk about where this kind of walk-in experience happened, I drive through it every time I go to the pink house. So I drive through this original little tiny town with no real traffic light, just a blinking light on the interstate. So that's where I'm sitting right now, but I drive through it every time I'm going to the pink house. Typically on these drives, what I do is, you know, listen to music. I've got Pandora playing, and it's like almost like meditating for me. It's quiet. I see the sky today. It's partly cloudy, some intense blues and some deep grays, and it's beautiful. Opposites, kind of. It's beautiful. Trees and everything else. Love it. A lot of farmland here and there. So it's a nice quiet drive. Good for relaxing and just becoming one with everything. And that is actually what I was doing this trip. Coming down, is trying to learn to believe myself, like I mentioned in that last Strange Happening video, to believe in myself without arrogance. And what was solidifying doing that is the duality of everything, the opposites of everything, and how it's all perfect. How even the dark part is perfect. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's just as perfect as the positive here. I think I mentioned that last video about this whole polar thread going from higher to lower realms, and I'm trying to becoming one with all of it. And that's what it was feeling like again, is it's all perfect the way it is. It's the way it's supposed to be. And that was interesting. And it made me think back to another video I mentioned, talked about that last Dark Entity fight I think I put on there. It was a tie. And then I put it in details. I talked about the details. And at the pink house during that time, something happened as I was laying on the couch. It was like a DNA chain, like a black strand and a white strand just weaving in and out like a DNA chain. Is something's changing in me or something. And it's part of that too, that is also the way it's supposed to be. And, you know, and then that fairy tales, some old little kids' fairy tales, you know, Snow White, different things. It's like, you know, sometimes it is easier to see the light when you're in the dark. You know, you see people in caves and they put out their flashlight just to find the exit because they can see the light. So sometimes it is easier to see the light when you're in the dark, I think. Anyway, I mentioned other times that songs on the radio happen, weird songs happen while I'm listening to Pandora. I just had to pull over just now, listening to Pandora, and a song came on I've never heard before. It was called The Protector Prepares. As I'm feeling all this, The Protector Prepares by Icon. I've never heard it before, and I'm just like, really? Is that what's happening? I don't know. I don't know. Pulled over in Dollar General. Got some tea, unsweet tea. I might as well just talk and ramble. Jeez. Okay, I'm like 10-15 minutes away from my last video I just did. Maybe a Siri is hearing the word protector and throwing stuff up for me now, but there's another song that just came up. It is so weird, but maybe that's all this algorithm and electronic stuff in these cars these days, listening to what I'm saying. I don't know. It's also very weird.